What's up, good people? Welcome back to the channel, man. We are back down in the garage, and today we're going to talk about how to set up a dip bar if you don't have a dedicated dip piece in your gym. So here we go. Let's get started dipping. All right, so here's a quick overview of the pieces that you're going to need to make the first dip bar that we're going to do. So you're going to need one full safety spotter bar, and then we're going to need 2 adjustable utility pins, and then of course you're going to need a rack here to do this on as well. But let's craft. All right, guys, so first step, we're gonna take the full safety spotter bar that we had earlier, right here, and now we're gonna put this guy in, trying to get him about where our chest is. So if you have numbered holes in your rack, I'm putting mine in 22 right here, and then rotate that guy down. And then just for good measure, I like to take a hitch pin and put it through at least one side. That way the full safety can't rotate, and it's just locked in a little bit more. So once we got the full safety right there, then all we're gonna do is take those temporary utility pins that we talked about earlier that we need, and now we're gonna put these in at whatever width we want the dip to be. So that's a really good advantage about this setup, is that versus a dedicated dip attachment, you won't be able to adjust the width in and out for different people, or just for yourself to get a different angle on the movement. But with this setup you can, because you'll have all these holes to choose from here. So you can literally walk up to it with your arms as they naturally fall and go into those holes, or you can take these in closer as you want, or you can go as wide as you want, etc. But I'm just gonna pop these in about naturally where I am. And then of course, like always, we're gonna take our cotter pin here and secure these guys so they don't come out. And just like that, we got a dip bar here to go to work on. Alright guys, so another really cool advantage that this setup will give you is we can actually duplicate what we have going on right here for the dip bar to actually add assistance. So if we're just doing a whole lot of reps and fatigue starts to kick in, then we can just put a foot on the assisted piece that we're getting ready to make. Or if you just have somebody that's training with you that doesn't have the upper body strength and they're progressing through dips and trying to get better at them, then this is a way to allow them to still get in some really good dip work by themselves. So what we're gonna do, like I said, we're gonna duplicate this. So we need another full safety spotter bar, and we're gonna go ahead and put this in our rack. I'm putting this in hole 6. You have numbered holes in your rack. And then again, I'm gonna take at least one hitch pin and secure it just so this guy doesn't spin. Guys, so we duplicated the temporary utility pin setup down below, and then we also added a short strength band, which is actually going to be where you put your feet at. Give you guys a look at that real quick. So it is right down here. We got it stretched across the 2 temporary utility pins. So you'll see when we get ready to dip, the foot will go here, or both feet, and then that's going to give you the assistance, or whoever is dipping at that point that needs assistance, that'll give them the assistance to keep progressing through dips until they can control their own body weight without any assistance. But yeah, man, here's how it looks. Alright guys, so that was the setup with the assistance. As you can see, we still got the assistance down here with the band over those 2 temp utility pins. But this is the setup, man, that just keeps on giving. So we're gonna turn this into a double dip station. So if you can see right here, we got another set of utility pins right here. So I'm gonna be dipping right here, and then I'm actually gonna have Rach come over and dip right here at the same time, so we can both get in equal amount of work at the same time with one setup. So really cool. All right guys, so you just saw me and Rach both knocking out dips on this setup, man. Again, that's just a setup that keeps giving. And so I'm gonna show you guys one more variation on how to set up a dip bar if you don't have a dedicated dip piece and if you do not have full safety spotters. So, all right guys, for this last dip setup, we're gonna actually swap out our full safety spotter for a half safety spotter bar. This one right here is 24 inches, and then we're also gonna need 2 temporary utility pins as well. So all we're gonna do is flip this guy from that particular orientation to having him going across the rack like this, and then we'll secure it with a hitch pin. The handle will be out, and then our cotter pin will go through on the other side. And then he's secured, and then now we're just gonna take one of our temporary utility pins and we're gonna match it up to the hole that we put this half safety in on the left side of the rack on the right side. So boom, right there. And then, just like on the full safety spotter, you can choose the width of your dip handles because this half safety spotter has holes across. So right now, I'm gonna go in the 3rd hole, so 1, 2, and then 3. And then, just like that, you got another dip bar, but let's see how it works. Here we go. Tight, 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 tight. All right guys, so that was the dips on the half safety spotter setup. So the really cool thing about this is you can do the same thing that we did on full safeties with the assisted setup. So you just duplicate what you got up top right here. So we'll come in a little bit closer so you can see. So we got our 2 pins right here on the half safety spotter right here. And then we just duplicated that same setup down here. So half safety is right here, and then 2 temp pins are right there. Then you got your band stretch across both of them for your assistance. But that's a really cool way to set up some dips, man, and even some assisted dips if you got somebody that needs a little bit of help progressing through it. But yeah, man, great little solution right there. Give it a shot. Let me know what you think. And until next time, guys, we out.
My restlessness is my nemesis. It's hard to really chill and sit still.